call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on last year's national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will come out first. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers.
He's loose. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
The Aggies headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Give to the running back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looking to pass, it's McGooligan. Steps away to find some room. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who you're...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fit it in the window for the score. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
So Clemson's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
To throw, it's carry on. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got his man.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel package. Taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Right on the money. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Turning it on. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Here we go. To the ground. He's got it again. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Aggies will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Release to the back. On target. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Cavazos. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Back to pass. It's carry on. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The give out of the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Just enough room against the zone. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Towards the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted for the 11th time. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Back to pass, it's carry on. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moon. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's a return from midfield. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking to throw, it's Carry-On. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets tonight.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Punt is on its way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 45, on its way. It's a running room. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Runs through a tackle. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Might be changing the route. Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
That's good for
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. And I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clemson jumps to the line. Scanning the field, it's carry on. Grab near the marker, it's Clay. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Aggies! Special teams proving to be special.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw, it's carry on. Gets it out quickly. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Clay. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station.
And the Aggies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try to run for it. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you use it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Texas A&M going quickly. Right back to the well. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's McGooligan. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the tailback. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's McGooligan. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They go right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We reach the break, and Texas... leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. back to throw. It's McGooligan. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why.
Lets it fly. Caught at the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They're facing a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the... And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. remaining in the half. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Texas A&M.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield, it's McGooligan. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a...
Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Got him downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants it all. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.